terms of, it used to historically be the case, and I think it still is, that Catholic officers within the RUC and within the PSNI were targeted for killing. Is that sectarian?
I don't see the relevance of that.
Evidence on
I
the
was asking
offence.
you a question, Mr Quigley.
No,
is it a sectarian attack upon a Catholic officer within the PSNI?
No,
Because he's Catholic?
I don't see how that's relevant at all to our petition.
I think it's a perfectly reasonable question to ask. Do you think it's a sectarian act to target an officer within the PSNI because he or she is Catholic?
It's a sectarian act to target anybody for anything because of their religion in a negative way. That's a sectarian act. But actually, we were handed these, we're committee witnesses, to come to talk about a petition on the Offensive Behaviour Act. If you wish to discuss murder, then I think this is not what we were asked to come here and discuss, and you've now raised the issue of murder with us.
I think I've got the answer I wanted, Ms Finlay, but I've still a few more questions, if you don't mind, Convener. Do you think that the mother of and the family of Ronan Kerr, and indeed other police families who have lost loved ones, might be distressed by what could be described as songs that venerate their killers?
What songs would that be?
What songs are you referring to?
Well, songs that venerate dissident Republican
Well,
groups in the provincial IRA.
unless you can be specific about what songs you're referring to.
I've given you a specific question.
Well, you haven't.
Well, I have.
Is this a song that you know?
No,
is there a song that you're referring to?
Well, it might not be a song. It could be a chant. It could be a statement. Do you think, I will put the question to you, Mr Quigley, do you think that the families of the likes of Ronan Kerr, who lost a loved one because they were murdered for being a Catholic officer within the PSNI, could be distressed, upset or indeed angered by chants or songs venerating their killers?
Well, first of all, I would say that, as far as I'm aware, no such song exists. But of course, if such a song were to be, then obviously the families or members of the families affected would be distressed by it, of course.
What about songs that venerate the killers of British soldiers?
Well, yes. Well, their families may also be distressed, yeah, of course.
I have no further questions. We could write to another committee, but frankly, by the time it gets there and they've concluded, they might very well even have concluded their legacy paper. It does seem to me that this is an opportunity that people will have. Mr Kelly's quite clear where he's coming from. People will have the opportunity in May to vote as they see fit. And to some extent, we should write to the government, ask for their plans. But equally, beyond that, I think it's quite clearly you're either for it or against it, and the electorate will decide.